Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. First of all, I'd like to thank all the guests who have come here to be with us at this festive occasion. Commander Rashid, thank you very much for gracing the occasion. Let me tell you something about the Commodore. He lives with many of our internees and deputies who work with the Oman Navy, and all of them were telling me that he is not only an officer of the Omani Navy, he is like a father to them. So your children are standing here, sir, and thank you for gracing the occasion today. The commanding officer of the ship, Jawad Hussain Saab, I think you spoke about most things that I could have spoken. Before going there, I'd specifically like to thank two of my colleagues that I just saw. Excellency, the Ambassador of Japan to Oman, and Excellency, the Ambassador of Korea to Oman. Thank you today for gracing the occasion along with your families. Thank you very much. The defense attaches and counselors, representatives of all embassies and all friendly nations, thank you for coming here. And special thanks to the officers and the crew of PNS Shamsheer, which is one of the so these naval ships are block parts of Pakistan's indigenization of its navy. So starting with other ships, you saw Shamsheer and Aslat. This is partly indigenous. Aslat was totally indigenous, and we are very proud of the fact that the navy is autonomous. It makes its own things. It has its own aviation. It has its own special services. I've seen friends from the US standing there. Something similar to your SEALs. So I'm very proud of the fact that I'm standing here on a ship which is not only a ship, but it also reflects Pakistan's prowess in science, in defense indigenization, in capability. And I'm very proud of this fact. These sailors that you see around you, they've had a very hectic travel living inside a ship. I said last time, it's only recently that I came to know what the life of a sailor is. Some things which we diplomats take for granted, the sun rising up, the sun going down, evenings, nights, the air. There are many things that sailors don't see, and they only see the environs of the ship or a vessel, especially in cases of submarines. So it's a special call of duty which is probably different from all other defense and non-defense services. Like it was just explained by the commander of the ship, of course Pakistan wants peace. Pakistan also wants no narcotics in the seas. Pakistan does not want human trafficking on the open seas. Pakistan does not want hijackings or other things on the sea. And just before this ship came here, it was involved in assisting international forces in thwarting such an incident. So we're all together in this. We have wonderful relations with the armed forces, Navy, and the government of Oman, and the Air Force also. But we also have excellent relations with all the countries whose representatives are standing there. They come together in exercises, and they will go on exercises after this. There'll be another entry, and there'll be joint exercises. You at the TV screen at the back, you can see Pakistan's mountains, Pakistan's seas, Pakistan's rivers, greenery, its beauty. But the biggest characteristic of distinguishes it are its people. You will never see warmer people anywhere. If when I was in Spain, police cadres, uh, police couples, they used to go on a motorbike through Balochistan. Now, if you read the international press, you'll probably say, "Oh, there's this niggle in Balochistan or so." When they came back to Barcelona, they used to tell me that the amount of love they got from even poor Baloch families who gave them cheese when that piece of cheese was the last piece of cheese at home, and they realized later that the children slept empty stomach. So Pakistan is its warmth, and this cuisine, which is not exactly a naval function, by the way, is part of that warmth of the Pakistani people. You can argue about this and that, about strategy, about other things, but you will never find an argument about anybody who has been on the soil of Pakistan and who has come back and who will tell you he had a negative or she had a negative experience in Pakistan. The social media is full of accolade videos, even from our neighbor across the border, when Sikh people come to Kartarpur, which is like, in some ways, like the White House. It's so well lighted and so well made. They come back with tears in their eyes when they meet their families. The commander discussed the Kashmir issue. The Kashmir issue is not only a territorial issue. Pakistanis, a very substantial number of Pakistanis, are Kashmiri. So when they see and hear news about the atrocities and about life that is not normal across, they feel it. There is no strategic balance or imbalance that can take the agony out of the people of Pakistan, the agony that they feel for the people of Kashmir. And of course, it's an international flashpoint. But most importantly, we feel these are our people that are undergoing atrocities there. And that's why it breaks our heart. I look forward to that day when both the premier countries of South Asia can probably come to an understanding that humans come first, weapons come second, previous ideological enmities come second, and humans come first. I wish to thank all of you who graced the occasion today. Please forgive me if I missed anything. I think I missed the most important people in my life, the Pakistani community of Oman. In every person, you see the history of an institution. Somebody made a school, somebody set up an industry, somebody helped people, somebody gave everything he had during COVID-19. So there are immense human examples of sacrifice, sincerity in the Pakistani community of Oman. You're a privilege to be with, sir. Thank you very much. Pakistan Zindabad, Pakistan, Oman, friendship Zindabad, and peace to all nations of the world. Thank you.
I would now request